Hey guys, this is Raju Rahman from Tectonic, and today I have an unboxing of the Xiaomi Mi A3. So, do you know what? I always get the pronunciation of this brand wrong, but this is the Mi A3, and basically this is something that was sent to me by banggood.com. So I will provide a link to their website in the description below. Of course, you'll want to see the rest of the video before you even decide whether or not this is something you want to buy. So excuse me if I look away from the camera itself. I haven't memorized all the specs for this phone, so I will be looking at my computer screen. So this phone, it's essentially got a 6-inch screen, it's got 4 gigabytes of RAM and a 4030 milliamp hour battery. But do you know what, before we go into the rest of the specs, I want to open this up and we'll see what's inside. I've actually lost my little knife, or someone's taken it from my cupboard, so I'm gonna have to use these stupid scissors for the moment. But anyway, let's get into this. It's not great. I'm trying to get into this with a pair of scissors. Take that off. The box looks very nice. For a phone that's $314, this box looks really great. So yeah, let's just open the top. Come on. This is what I love about Xiaomi. I mean, you know, nearly every phone that I've unboxed, they always give you one of these. So they give you a case straight out of the box. I mean, it's not the best case around. I'd suggest you buy something from Amazon or somewhere else, but at least they give you something to begin with. You've got your warranty card and a user guide if you choose to read it. And finally the phone itself. So I don't know if that's, yep, there you go, that's focused in right now. And it's got all the specs in the front on the little protective plastic that it's got in front of the screen. So let's just take that off. Look at that, it's got a in-screen fingerprint sensor. That's surprising, isn't it, for a phone of this price? So let's take all that off. The back of the phone looks pretty nice as well. I mean, you've got 3 cameras here. I believe one of them is a 2 megapixel depth sensor. Sorry, I'm just looking down at the specs again. I don't want to give you guys the wrong specifications for the phone. So let's see. So yeah, you've got a triple camera. So you've got a 48 megapixel f1.8 lens, and then you've got an 8 megapixel ultra wide f2.2 lens, and of course you've got the 2 megapixel f2.4 depth sensor, and I believe that's probably for taking portrait shots on your phone, so it'll sort of blur out the background. But anyway, that's what the back looks like. If it focused, probably won't focus because the back is actually very reflective. So let's turn this on. While that's turning on, let's check what else is in the box. So you've got a USB-C cable. Now this box includes a European plug. I do believe banggood.com provided me with a 3-pin UK adapter, so I could just plug that in and it'll work fine. And that's pretty much what's inside the box. There's nothing else there. I mean, there's no headphones or anything like that, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Anyway, let's move all that to the side. And this is the phone itself. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say what most YouTubers say the first time you know, they grab a hold of a phone. it feels great in the hand. No, seriously, you know, all jokes aside, the phone does feel very premium. You've got this glass back, and I think you've got a Super AMOLED screen here, so you do have that little notch in the front, but again, it's not too intrusive. I believe the screen is a 720p screen, so not full HD, but you know what? Let's actually get into it. Let me sign in, and we'll see what the screen looks like. But from first impressions, it actually does look pretty decent. Yeah, let's skip all that for now. What I'll do is just sign into my wireless network. So yeah, there you go. I've actually signed into the phone now. It's just checking for updates. Hopefully there isn't one. It's always annoying when the first thing you have to do is update the phone just as you've started it up. But yeah, while it does that, I'll go through the specs that I might have missed. So I believe it's got a Snapdragon 665 system on a chip, 4GB of RAM, and as I mentioned earlier, it's got a 4030 milliamp hour battery. It's got a 6.01 inch screen, which is 720p, so not 1080p like you'd expect from most phones. I've already gone through the camera specifications, so I guess there's no need to sort of mention that again, but it does have 3 different cameras here. You've got Gorilla Glass 5, I believe, on the front, and it started up, so I'm just gonna skip a lot of this stuff. Yep, and I'll skip adding my email in for the moment. Let's skip everything and set up. Okay, unlock with fingerprint. So do not, for the sake of testing this phone out, when I did skip all the other stuff, let's add a fingerprint in here. So do what, let me just put a pin first. So now I can add a fingerprint. So let me start off with the thumb. So this is taking a bit of time, as you can see. Other under-screen fingerprint sensors I've used, it's registered a fingerprint quite fast. But anyway, I'm not going to bother with another one. Let's just click next and we'll see how that works. Yeah, sure. Come on, hurry up and finish. And that's set up. So the first thing it's doing straight away is sort of downloading some applications, and this won't even, oh there you go, it's finally focused. So it's just downloading some applications at the moment. Well, it's doing some updates, but let's see what this phone is like. So yeah, let's give this fingerprint sensor a try and see how fast it unlocks. Wow, that is pretty good. I mean, you saw that. I'll try that again. That was pretty fast, wasn't it? Well, I'm surprised. But anyway, let's do a quick walk around of the hardware and what we have here. So you do have a USB-C port on the back, oh, sorry, on the bottom. You've got that front-facing camera, which I believe, again, I need to look down at the specs, which is a 32 megapixel camera. That's pretty good, and that's housed in a little notch. On the sort of right of the phone, you've got the volume rocker and you've got the power button. And on the top, wow, that's something you don't see every day. Well, most phones are sort of taking it away at the moment. You know, I do have it on my S10 Plus and my S10 Plus 5G, but it's been taken away from the Note 10. A lot of phones are getting rid of it, so it's good to see that. I believe what else you have here on the top is a infrared emitter. Yes, it does indeed have an infrared port. So yeah, you should be able to control your TV with this, use it as a remote. On the left, it seems like you have your SIM. So this is where I guess you have a little hole in there, so you put a pin through and yep, you stick your SIM in that. The phone looks very clean. I mean, that screen, you can't even tell it's 720p. I think it looks stunning. And because it's AMOLED, obviously you're going to get deep blacks. So the UI it looks like stock Android. I think it's called Android 1 and it's running Android 9.0. So that's Android Pie. So you can see that's pretty much stock. Well, I mean, the phone itself does feel very nippy. No thanks. And you've got gesture controls there. Do you know what? This phone is actually pretty good. It's so, I mean, you can sort of, you know, it's not like the big phones like the S10 Plus or, you know, even the new Note 10 Plus coming out. So if I were to sort of compare this with my S10 Plus here, you can see size-wise, it's a lot smaller. So the phone itself is pretty easy to manage in terms of size. You can sort of go to the top and pull down the notification tray pretty easily. And then if we sort of compare the phone with the Pocophone F1, so here you've got the Pocophone F1 and here's the Xiaomi A3. If we put them side by side, you can see the Mi A3 is actually a lot smaller. Well, not a lot smaller, but it's definitely noticeable. Even when you hold it in the hand, it feels smaller, yeah. So yeah, I mean, that was an unboxing of the Xiaomi Mi A3. And again, you know, excuse my pronunciation of this device. Again, you know, I want to thank Banggood.com for providing me with this phone. You know, you guys should check them out. They priced the phone at $314 at the moment. I've got a link in the description below, so if you go down to that and click it, you'll get straight to the product page. Check them out, they sell lots of other cool stuff as well. This has been Raju Rahman from Tectonic. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and it helped you, please subscribe and like. That would really help me out. And don't forget to check out these other videos too.